Hi guys, so I thought I'd tell you a little bit about my gut cleanse that I've been doing. Today is my third day. It's usually a 7-day gut cleanse that follows some of the principles of an Ayurvedic Panchkarma. The reason why I like to do a gut cleanse is because the root of all of our problems actually lie in the gut, and a lot of the toxins that we store in our cells and our tissues don't really have a way to be eliminated from the body, and the only way for us to eliminate it is actually through purging. And interestingly, I've been doing this annually for the last 9 years. I do it every year after my summer holiday. And interestingly, monsoon time is the best time for you to actually do a detox of this nature. So I decided to do like a 3-day detox because this is, the period of season change. It's springtime, so we're going from winter to summer. The elements are changing, and it's the time that your body is actually very, very fragile. So the best thing to do is actually give your digestion a rest and use this time to detox. So in the 3-day detox, essentially what I'm doing is something called Amapachan, which is the digestion of toxins and bringing them all into the gut. The second day is purging, which is purging out all these toxins that we've been able to accumulate in the gut. And the third day is, internal oleation through an enema, which is with a medicated oil. If one was to do this for 7 days, the Amapachan would take 3 days, the purging would take 2 or 3 days, and then the enema would take another 2 or 3 days, 1 or 2 days, depending on how you fed. So the process is actually very, very interesting. You follow an abhyanga every single day because the idea is to have internal and external oleation. This really helps to balance the vata and the pitta in your body, and that's usually what gets aggravated in modern lifestyle. Vata can show up with you being very restless, your mind is having a lot of thoughts, dry skin, dry hair, a dry mouth, feeling extremely thirsty, creaky joints, dryness. Pitta, on the other hand, is an excess of acid. So, we eat all. Pitta, on the other hand, is an excess of acid. So, we eat all kinds of food at odd hours, different kinds of sauces and additives in our food, but also stress. So, Pitta can show up in terms of anger, irritability, acid reflux, stomach problems. It can show up on the skin as acne, rashes all over your body. It's basically internal heat. So the digestive fire, which is Agni, needs to be in balance. Too high and you're going to get acid reflux, you're going to have all kinds of issues that relate to internal heat. When it's too low, you're not going to be able to digest things properly. You'll probably lose your appetite. You won't get enough nutrients. That fire is not going to be able to digest and take out all the nutrients from the food that you're eating. So when you start with an abhyanga, you're actually allowing all the oils which are medicated to penetrate through your skin. You know that the skin is the largest organ of your body. And you're also following this up with having certain powders that rekindle the digestive fire and certain tablets that are meant for Amapachan, which once you ingest them, they help to, squeeze out the toxins from your tissues and interstitial tissues and cells and bring them into your gut. And finally, you have a laxative powder which allows all of these toxins that are in your stomach to actually be released. Once that's done, your stomach is actually like a baby's stomach, like everything that was toxic, but also a lot of the enzymes that you were using to digest your food all kind of get eliminated. So you need to repopulate your gut with good bacteria. Interestingly, the best way to actually populate your gut is in a fatty medium. That's why enemas are best done with ghee or oil, and all of these are actually personalized to your specific dosha. Whether you have your vata dominant, or your pitta is low, or your kapha is aggravated. So the idea is to bring all of these doshas into a balance. So it's not just about ingesting and eliminating, it's also about repopulating the gut with good bacteria, giving them that fatty medium that allows them to actually grow, because the acids in ghee are the food that really nourish good bacteria and probiotics. So it's actually a very 360-degree approach. The oil also allows, when you do the abhyanga with long strokes, you're actually also allowing a lot of movement of these toxins that might be stuck somewhere, and further enable these toxins to kind of get into your stomach or your gut. After an abhyanga, it's recommended to do a steam, because the heat allows the oil to penetrate and also helps with the movement of everything that you're trying to move around in the body. And then it's recommended that you don't shower for 2 hours, because over those 2 hours your skin is able to absorb this oil, which has all of these medicines and healing properties. So it's not just what you're eating, it's also what you're applying on your body. And most importantly, because we are trying really hard to work the gut, eliminate toxins, it's a very tiring process on the body. So at this time, your diet is extremely simple. It's basic rice, moong dal, sabzis like ghia. You're not eating too much. And breakfast on some of the days, I think day 2, 3, 4 and 5 if you're on a 7-day, and day 2 and 3 if you're on a 3-day, is medicated ghee. And this ghee is the magic. It allows you to it allows for your internal gut to be nourished and moisturized and absorb all of those medicines through a fatty medium. So it's almost like you've eliminated everything, and now you're taking in ghee to just nourish the lining of the gut right from the mouth till the last elimination point. So it's amazing how something that is 5,000 years old is so relevant for us in the modern lifestyle. And not all of us can go away, for 7 days, 10 days to a resort or a retreat and do something like this. I mean, for me, I feel like doing something like this in the city is so convenient, because I have my kids with me, I can still stay with my family, I can keep my mind busy, be comfortable at home, have food from home. But doing a gut detox is actually the best gift that you can give to your body. So I hope I've answered all of your questions, and if you have any more, share them in the comments below. Bye.